Tonight at 9, the governor says he won't be bringing in soldiers to combat crime, why he believes there are better alternatives. And a teenager appears in court related to a drive-by shooting where an innocent mother was killed, why the 16-year-old could be charged as an adult.
Live, you're watching Fox 44 News First at 9.
Good evening, I'm Kellyanne Biley. Thank you so much for joining us for Fox 44 News First at 9. My co-anchor, Tavarius Haywood, has the night off. Our top story tonight, Governor John Bel Edwards is speaking out on different ways to solve Louisiana's high crime rate. This comes after videos went viral on social media of car stunts blocking traffic down in New Orleans. Police say some of the people involved were right here in Baton Rouge. Fox 44's Anam Siddiqui has the latest. Anam?
Yeah, Kellyanne, take a look at this video right behind me. This is a scene of stunt driving in New Orleans last weekend. Some video shows people doing donuts and blocking off traffic, people waving guns, and even some jumping on police cars. After this incident in New Orleans, City Councilman Oliver Thomas pushed to bring in the National Guard to take care of the city's crime issue. Today, Governor John Bel Edwards says he disagrees. Edwards says he would not bring in the National Guard and has not been asked directly by anyone to do so.
The National Guard is soldiers. They're not law enforcement officers. You have rules of engagement issues, and it's just that is not an answer. They are not day-to-day law enforcement officers. They're not trained as such.
Edwards says the only time the state calls in the National Guard is during emergencies like natural disasters. The New Orleans Police Department says when officers arrived at the burnout, the suspects, including the spectators, fled the scene. And the police department is still searching for the Baton Rouge folks who may be responsible for hosting the event. Anam Siddiqui, Fox 44 News.
All right, we'll look forward to keeping us posted. Thank you so much, Anam. I want to turn now to your local crime tracker alert. A 16-year-old tonight could be charged as an adult in the death of an innocent bystander who was killed in February. A juvenile court judge is giving the teenager's attorney an extra 30 days to review evidence before making a decision. That teen faces a charge of first-degree murder for the death of this woman, Dolores Jackson. Police say Jackson was outside a home with her 3-year-old son when she was hit by a stray bullet on Cadillac Street.
Reviewing what I've seen so far, I don't think the state has sufficient evidence to prosecute him on the crime. It's my intent to meet with the district attorney and discuss that matter to see if there's information that I'm unaware of.
Now, should the judge rule there is sufficient probable cause for the crime, then the case will automatically transfer to adult court. That teen remains in juvenile detention tonight while he waits for the ruling. A second suspect faces new charges in connection to a Denham Springs home break-in and robbery. The Livingston Parish Sheriff's Office says Alyssa Dennis is charged with principal to commit armed robbery. The break-in dates back to May 25th on Crooked Creek Lane. Deputies say Dennis, along with Robert Benson, armed themselves with the homeowner's guns and robbed the victim. Benson is charged with home invasion and armed robbery. Meanwhile, a Baton Rouge man will spend more than 30 months behind bars after being convicted of scamming an elderly veteran. Police say Sean Phillips took more than $50,000 from the victim. He claimed that the money was needed while he waited on an inheritance. Phillips did plead guilty to wire fraud, and the court says he'll be forced to pay the victim back. If you happen to know anyone who might be a victim of a similar scheme, you're asked to call that number on your screen, 833-372-8311. In developing news tonight, Zachary police released a statement after their official Facebook page was allegedly hacked. The department says we will seek the prosecution of any suspects within our jurisdiction to the full extent of the law. Police are taking the opportunity to remind people to stay protected by frequently changing your password and never sharing your account information with other people. All trials in Orleans Parish are going virtual as officers move to the parish jail following several security issues. It comes as 2 inmates were left dead and 2 more hospitalized. Our Anna McAllister spoke with the sheriff behind the decision.
We are having a crisis of staffing, and that's why it sounded this alarm.
Over the weekend, a fight in Orleans Justice Center left 1 inmate dead and 2 others hospitalized. and another inmate died by suicide Sunday afternoon. This prompted Orleans Sheriff Susan Hudson to move deputies from Criminal District Court to the jail, causing the court to close.
She literally pulled the rug out from underneath the criminal justice system by withdrawing security from the courthouse.
Those criticizing Sheriff Hudson's decision say there are other options she could have taken.
Prioritize some deputies by putting the jail on lockdown for a couple of hours to seat whatever juries were scheduled to start today.
Sheriff Hudson says her decision to move deputies was based on who was able to go to the jail to provide additional security.
As we had others available, we were able to send some back to the courts. So that's what we're going to do every day.
When asked why she took deputies from Criminal District Court, she said it's because they're trained to work in the jail.
They've done that before, so they have that experience. So we're utilizing them more.
As for her plan going forward, Sheriff Hudson says minimizing the population by sending convicted inmates to the DOC and recruiting new deputies are her top priorities.
Starts with being able to lessen the number of people, bring back some employees, recruit really hard, and then use all of the resources we have right now at our disposal to keep the Orleans Justice Center safe.
And that was Anna McAllister reporting. I want to switch gears now as the Baton Rouge area deals with some major increases in temperature, and we're obviously seeing that heat advisory out there as well. Ashley, what more can we expect?
More heat, more high humidity, but our rain chances are in the forecast. Not much, but at least some spots will feel some relief from the heat. 96 was our high today. Closer to the coast, we had some cooler temperatures, a high of 91 in Thibodaux and Houma. Check out Fort Polk, about 98 degrees. Now temperatures are currently in the 80s, but tomorrow morning we'll start off in the mid and upper 70s, warming right back on up into the mid 90s. There's about a 20% chance for rain tomorrow. Most of you, if not all of you, will stay dry, and we're not under a heat advisory for tomorrow because humidity should be low enough for at least our feels like temperatures to stay below 105, but still going to be hot, going to be extremely humid. I'll have all those details and talk about lower air quality and what that could do for us here in southeast Louisiana. All that's coming up a little later. Kellyanne.
All right, looking forward to it, Ashley. And as we do talk about those high temperatures, it's a good time to remind your loved ones how to stay safe in this weather. Health officials say remember to stay hydrated by drinking plenty of water, avoid alcohol and caffeine, and take plenty of breaks inside or in the shade. And if you experience cramps, headaches, nausea, or dizziness, make sure to seek medical attention. Well, just ahead, a new medical facility is opening up in Ascension Parish. We'll tell you when the health center will be open for business and new patients. That's after the break. Plus, a little bit later in the show, state lawmakers gear up to redraw Louisiana's congressional maps, where the controversy lies less than 48 hours before the special session. That's up front at 9:30.